Hey guys, it's okay. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about mommy and me pole dancing classes. Yeah, I know it's a lot. I know. I've been through the motions myself of like thinking this is a crazy ass idea, and now I'm like, okay, maybe maybe it's not so I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad, but anyway, I'll let you guys make the decision. So let's watch the stitches together and then we will discuss it after the fact. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Pink Pole Studio in Atlanta is introducing the art form to kids, and it's Mommy and Me Pole Workshop. Video of one of the classes is creating a lot of buzz. Some people have been saying kids have no business swinging on a pole. In a Factor exclusive, I spoke to Pink Pole Studio owner Tia Harris. She says she has never worked as an exotic dancer, so don't think that. And her goal is not to raise the next generation of young exotic dancers.
Is called Pink Poles Studios, and they just introduced Atlanta's first and only, yeah, I would think so, Mommy and Me Pole Workshop. And obviously there are a lot of moms that are outraged about the whole thing. The owner of that studio is Tia Harris, and she's on with us. Hey, Tia.
So basically, the inspiration for our Mommy and Me pole fitness is not pole dancing. The kids aren't dancing, they're doing fitness. So the pole fitness class stems from us looking to promote a unique bonding experience between mothers and their kids while emphasizing fitness, strength and confidence in a playful and supportive environment. So we have to change our mindsets first because no one's in a strip club, no one's stripping. Our adults here don't even strip. Pole fitness will soon be a part of the Olympics. It's been recognized as a sport. So once people can get past what they're associating pole fitness with, then they'll be able to be open and understand what we're doing. It's really nothing outside of what a gymnast does.
Essentially, this isn't a pipeline to the main stage. It's more, you're really looking at it like...
Absolutely not.
Yeah, instead of parallel bars in gymnastics, this bar just happens to be vertical, but it's essentially gymnastics.
There you go.
Does that spin work for you, Krista?
It does, and I get what she's saying, but I also feel like by doing this, people are going to talk about it. Like
Yeah.
And I totally appreciate what you're doing. But of course, by doing it, you knew there was going to be people that were going to be like, this is highly inappropriate. Do I think it's inappropriate? No, I don't.
We're only opening our doors to those that are, looking to do it, looking to learn the sport, and looking to grow in the sport.
All right. That's Tia Harris from Pink Pole Studio. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
So now we're teaching young girls how to work a pole. In this workshop, it was moms and their daughter. I'm not talking about teens either. I'm talking about little girls. We're talking 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds, maybe even 6-year-olds, literally on the pole dancing with their moms. And they had these girls, holding on to it, twirling around. They were opening their legs like super wide. So the legs were like literally like this. And they would do circles, twisting around it. And I'm like, what is the objective of this? Is this supposed to be some bonding thing? There are so many ways that you can bond with your daughter. Why would you choose something like this with such a negative connotation as a stripping? Like, what are you really trying to teach your daughter? Like, the bonding thing is BS to me. I'm sorry. I read the comments and it's like people are trying to change the stigma when it comes to the pole. But honestly, if the stigma is the way it is, I don't want no parts of it. I don't even want to be associated with that. Not at all. And the dancing that they're doing, or working the pole rather, is the same way that I've seen strippers do it. Not that I know how strippers work the pole, but I've seen the movies and stuff. They're mirroring their mom, and honestly, I just don't see how that's setting up our daughters for anything good. Like, how is this going to pan out in a couple years? And all the women in the class look like this. All of them. There's nobody like this. They don't put their little girls in there. I didn't see not one. They all look like me. In the comments, the woman hyping it up like, yes, go little mom. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to hold our daughters to a higher standard. Bring back decorum, bring back class, let's have a tea party. At least something. They can dress up in a nice little dress, learn how to be a lady from young. Like, doing a pole, let's not be doing that.
After seeing this on my feed, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Listen to this, y'all. Oh my God, I can't even read it. What the like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? for $1 these days? Like, lady, your studio should be shut down, man. Read the article, man. Like, what happened to the days when we wanted our kids to be lawyers, doctors, be something in life? Like, no disrespect to the women that pole dances as third, but to bring someone child, no, y'all would want better for y'all children, right? Like my grandma used to say, we going to hell in a handbasket. Because who signed off on this? I can't even read the article, man. This is sad. This is sickening and sad. All I'm gonna say is, man, if you know somebody who said, "Oh, I'm gonna sign my child up for this," please call the CPS people on them.
Only have I been in the pole community as a pole dancer. I had a pole blog. We interviewed pole dancers, and we actually had a segment on the pole mamas and having children and what that was like for them. You have to realize that not everybody know that there's different types of pole dance. You have everything from, yes, your strip club, which there wouldn't be pole dance without them. You have your fitness, more the athletic side. There's just so many different aspects of pole. If you're only familiar with the strip club, then I can see how you would be like,
wait a minute, we got our kids on the pole? Like, what the hell?
But context clues, that was not what was happening in the video. The children were not learning how to do a sexy walk. They weren't doing heel clacks. They didn't have heels on. They weren't twerking. It was none of that. This is just an apparatus. It's an athletic activity. It is not solely sexual. In other countries, in Russia and China, kids are starting young and they're competing. A lot of people don't even know that there's pole dance competitions. It's no different than gymnasts who start as children. I personally don't think that children should be posted on the internet as much as they are. There are creepers out there that will sexualize children eating food. I can definitely see that aspect of maybe not posting them on social media for the consumption of God knows who. Overall, I don't think that pole dance for children is inherently a bad thing.
And here I come with my unpopular opinion. I see little girls being little girls. Let's take the sensuality out of it. Let's take the sex out of it. Let's take the taboo out of it just for a moment. Little girls can work in Cirque du Soleil. They have pole dancers in Cirque du Soleil. Do you know, just want to put that out there. It's a form of art. Do you know there's actually pole dancing Olympics where everyday people, not necessarily dancers and entertainers go, but everyday people. Pole dancing is a form of exercise. Do you know the core strength it takes to be a pole dancer? To hold yourself up and hold your legs and all that? The arm strength it takes to turn yourself upside down on that pole and not slide down it and bust your head. Okay. So if we take the sensuality out of it, they're just dancing. I see a controlled environment with their mothers. What is the difference between them doing it there in a class controlled environment, which I don't think they should have posted it on the interwebs, but they did, whatever. What is the difference of them doing it in that controlled environment versus let me go to the park and do it at a park? Because they're just playing and they just know they can throw their bodies around like that because they're little girls and they have the core strength and they have the arm strength. All I see is little girls being little girls. I don't see them being adultified. They can take that and go work at Cirque du Soleil and everybody will be so happy for them. But as soon as we say pole dancer, the first thing we as a society think of is entertainers at gentlemen clubs. Not all pole dancers do that. I know church women who do pole dancing and do stripper classes for the strength, the exercise. Just my opinion.
This video has been reposted by none other than men, right? That's all I've seen. What is interesting, not really interesting, what's the word? Not surprising, is that if you go to the comment section of this video, you're going to find a pattern. And that pattern is, single mothers. Because, everything is a single mother problem. Everything is caused by a single mother. Now, when I first saw this video, I saw it at a glance and I'm like, what? Hold on. What is happening? Right? But then I went back and I looked at it, right? And I'm like, Now, people's perception of this video could go a couple of different ways. Now, in this day and age, people associate the pole with strippers. Right? The pole is also used in health and exercise. It's also used in the circus for them people that climb the pole and they have that silky fabric that they do acrobatics and all of that stuff. But what's really interesting to me, and this is just my personal opinion, nobody else's, is that if the first thing that you think about of the pole is a stripper, where's your mind at? And what do you see in that video that gives you the impression that these women or this woman is teaching these kids to be strippers? Now, I'm not saying that there's a small possibility, but really, this can't be a form of exercise for children because it does help and teach with flexibility, which can also be used for gymnastics. But the first thing you do is related to strippers. Everything ain't always what it seems, and everything ain't always what you see. You know, we live in a world, in a society that, you know, people don't take the time to research, don't take the time to figure out what's going on. They just want, you know, to respond just to be messy.
Why pole dancers aren't fully clothed.
Now, incidentally, this is why firefighters have to be fully clothed.
I will say, looking at TikTok, I didn't find a lot of against arguments, at least not actual TikToks. The comment section was very against it. And there were for and against, but there was a lot of against that I saw. However, actual stitches, I could only find 4. I could not find a lot of against the pole dancing situation. So this might be biased, but I've tried to put both of the arguments in there. Make of it what you will. But I will say this as well. Going into this, I thought it was preposterous. Oh, I don't know why I attempted an attempt because I can never say that word. But yeah, I thought it was a crazy idea. But, you know, the more I read on fitness and stuff, I was like, okay, maybe there might be some validity to this. The only 2 things I had that were a problem was, one, the dressing. Like, do you have to be naked? If the kids are involved and you're trying to get us to think of pole dancing as less of a sexual thing and more of a fitness thing, then why so naked? But then there are a lot of sports, including, you know, family sport, that are, you know, people are naked. A lot of sports require you to be not fully dressed. Okay. So there's that. Then the second problem for me was publicizing these videos. And I think I'm still stuck on that. If you're going to do pole fitnesses with your children and stuff like that, then why does it have to be out there on the internet? You know, you can just do it in your clubs, in your workshops, at home, and keep it there. Because as much as there is freedom for you guys to post these things, you have to understand that there are predators out there and you are making your children easier targets for these people. Now, do I believe that you should keep your kids locked indoors because there are predators out there for the rest of their lives? No, but they are vulnerable members of society. So yeah, if you have to lock them up and not put them on the internet because there's crazy people out there, that's fine. It's only their childhood. They can be on the internet after that for the rest of their lives. But for now, you know, guard and protect your kids. Now, I could be wrong. I am not a child specialist, nor do I know pole dancing like that. So take my word for what it is. But, do what you want to do. I just don't know if this is something that I would do. You know what? Scratch that. This is something that I could do with my children, but in my house, because it does look beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is so graceful and so wonderful to watch. These guys look like they're having so much fun and it doesn't look sexual. Not to me anyway, but I don't know. Because I know how society works, I don't know if it's a thing that I would stand behind and say, yes, you guys do this. It's a bit of a tricky one. Also, I do like to point out that maybe they are right. Maybe it's less sexual and more fitness because there are little boys who are doing this thing. There's older women that I saw who were doing it. I'm talking 80 years old, 70-year-old women who were pole dancing and stuff. And it didn't look sexual. I mean, they could have made it look sexual, I suppose, maybe, if they tried, but it didn't. It looked like fitness. There's just something about it, though, that just doesn't sit well with us. And I think it might just genuinely be the fact that all dancers, the ones in strip clubs, are the ones who made pole dancing popular. But yeah, it's all out there on the internet. This is a sport. This is absolutely a sport that anyone can do. So yeah, my main thing would be protect your children by not posting these videos and publicizing your kids half naked and stuff. But I mean, if you want to do that, hey, do you? What can I say? What do you guys think about this? I thought it was a bit crazy, but I'm surprised that I've done a 360 all on my own because I was really against it. When I decided that this was the video I was going to do, I was 100,000,000,000% against it. But after watching it and reading and doing a little bit of research, it doesn't appear to be that bad. I think it's my own preconceived notions of what pole dancing is that's really disturbing me. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I tripping? Are they tripping? Or do you understand where they're coming from? Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe out there. Cheerio.
Mazambela mikango njila zopezela chuma tisamachite kuona zilango mugana iganyali mwina tisamakwele mpai mwina titiwa dani mwina pakati pa anzatu mwina achulu kama fuso funa mayang zetu za chepa zifuna mayang ndetifuna superpower iziliziwa mawalo kutilika mayandikira tisazaoneza chilendo umalola tivutike tisada pamba maondo watu wasupuke musada tiyang imaona ngari mwina mumajidadala kudingari sindivutika singajida understando chifunilo jano chichitike mandendele mavuto tiyamike inunoka mutamanike ngawazanga zonse muraseze ninu achulu kama fuso funa mayang zetu za chepa zifuna mayang ndetifuna superpower iziliziwa mawalo kutilika mayandikira tisazaoneza chilendo odziwa ndinu olenga ndinu mwini wazonse ndinu mukale dalaiva odziwa ndinu olenga ndinu mwini wazonse ndinu mukale dalaiva achulu kama fuso funa maya zetu za chepa zifuna maya
up high as you can, and then you're gonna hold mommy's hand right here, okay?
Yeah, then I'll spin.
Yep. Yep, just like that, but my hand, okay? Hit my legs, there you go. We're doing it!
Superpower iziliziwa mawalo kutilika mayandikira tisazaoneza chilendo achulu kama fuso funa mayang zetu za chepa zifuna mayang ndetifuna superpower iziliziwa mawalo kutilika mayandikira tisazaoneza chilendo